Brian, welcome to this series of interviews with UPilot. Could you please briefly introduce yourself to the audience?
First, thanks for the opportunity of meeting with you today, Sam. So my name is Brian Murray. I'm a director with Panacea Patient Recruitment Limited. I'm based in the UK, just outside Manchester, but we also have offices in Italy, Spain, and Germany.
Wonderful. And what inspired you to become an entrepreneur? I know that you've run businesses before.
Well, I'm sort of serial entrepreneur. All my life I've been trying to find that key to put in the right lock to unturn, to open up a success, not just financial success, but, fulfillment and an interesting career path. And certainly now, this key and lock seems to work very well because I'm working with a highly intelligent bunch of individuals, medical professionals across Europe. And we've done quite a bit of work in North America, as you're aware. So, and it's challenging. We're very much leading from the front. In the very go-ahead sector, the pharmaceutical sector's very aggressively positioned group of companies, and many companies, some of which are actually globally based. But they seem to miss one or two points along the way, and hopefully that's the what we've identified as a niche opportunity for us to get involved in, and that's in clinical trials. And our medical team referring patients to those clinical trials, whether they're general medicine or indeed whether they're orphan or rare disease type clinical trials.
And tell us a little bit more about your company and what problem does it solve in the market?
So the biggest problem that the pharma companies have got in completing their clinical trials is getting sufficient patients within the trial protocol guidelines. The net effect is if they don't get patients in sufficient numbers, then they run over time. If they run over time, it ends up costing them potentially millions of US dollars or British pounds every day that they overrun.
Yes.
That's the opportunity that we've identified, and that's the opportunity that seems to be being picked up very well by our clients. But it is a difficult market to break into. So you're going to make sure that you have the right tools around you.
Okay. And what is your unique value proposition? How do you differentiate yourself from the competitors?
Well, we only triage with medical professionals. I haven't come across another company that pre-screens using doctors. We used to use nurses, but really you've got to use doctors because they're the ones that understand the medications and the impact that they have on the patients. But most patient referral companies are using either people that they've trained up themselves, maybe they come in as graduates, but they're certainly not medical professionals. That's a big
value add.
I think for differentiating between the service that we provide and what our competitors provide.
And how does that translate to big value for the pharma industry? What is the actual value that comes out of that medical professionals vetting patients?
Yeah, so medical professionals will be able to identify 30% more patients that are suitable for a particular clinical trial.
Okay.
Versus a geography graduate, let's say, for example. That's a big difference numbers-wise and cost-wise.
All right. So basically, you get more patients recruited because of the skilled identification by skilled professionals, and that's where you bring your value proposition is.
Yeah, that's one of the key differentiators. There are other differentiators. One is being able to identify with suitable patients very rapidly and get back to them within 3 minutes, and we're able to do that. We're able to do that and get an 80 to 90% contact rate with the software that we use from UPilot.
Okay. And what is your vision for this business of yours?
Well, I think that I'd like to, whilst we've done work in the US, that's a big country. There's a big opportunity there. I'd like to open up in a number of different offices in a number of different states. So certainly to have one or two offices in North America, but probably doctors operating out of many of the states in the US.
Okay. So you plan to expand to the US in the near future?
Yeah, so we're in the UK, we've got Europe, we can expand further into Europe, and I think that the US is a big opportunity for Panacea. There's an awful lot of global pharmaceutical companies over there.
And what does good leadership mean for you in business?
What does
good leadership mean for you in business?
When you're dealing with doctors, yes, they need leadership. Every team needs a leader. But they are highly intelligent individuals. They know when they're supposed to start. They know when they finish. They know the amount of work to get through. They know the standards that to operate to. I think it's just a matter of putting in the correct operating procedures and training the doctors on those, which doesn't take very long, and just agreeing that those are the standards that we're going to conform to and hold accountable. Of course, we're able to do that because every telephone call is recorded. Every SMS is recorded within the CRM at UPilot, so we've got a complete audit trail of what goes on with every patient-doctor consultation, and can train or manage in accordance with that.
Okay, and how do you integrate clinical research into the community, right? Apart from the social marketing, could pharmacies play an important role in patient recruitment process?
Well, I think that they probably do, not within our model. I think GP surgeries probably do, but again, not within our model, quite simply because those are very expensive routes to market. You know, you can have a consultant who's going to go and meet with the GP surgery or the pharmacy. They have to have a car, they have a salary, travel expenses, etc. That all adds up. It's probably the most expensive route to market. The most cost-effective route to market is social media advertising, and it's highly targetable.
Okay, so that's the route you're taking. So
Yes, that's right.
yeah, can we shift to a few questions about UPilot now? You've been a customer of UPilot for a long time. You used it in your previous business as well. What other CRMs have you used before, and what was missing in them?
So I've used HubSpot, and I've used Act for Windows. I don't even know if that's still going. And then I used NetSuite for a wee while. So if I wanted to tell you my thoughts on those applications, I thought that what you need in business, I think, is a three-dimensional application that allows you to drill down across many different areas to fully understand what's going on within the business. I didn't think that you could do with that with Act for Windows. HubSpot seemed to be a halfway house, seemed to try to please everybody, but not really getting a solid solution to anyone in particular, certainly not to me in any event. And then NetSuite was just so convoluted, perhaps a little bit like Salesforce, just too complicated, too much, too expensive. Just, but UPilot hit the button.
And when did you decide? When did you decide to use UPilot? At what point you said, okay, this is a solution for me?
So I was looking around once we'd incorporated Panacea for a solution. I didn't want anything like NetSuite, big or Salesforce, just too complicated. I didn't want anything as simple as Act. I just needed something that was going to tick all the boxes, and that's what UPilot did. It ticked all the boxes for me.
Okay.
I mean,
and how long did it take you?
Your representatives was back to me within 5 minutes. It was just outstanding service from day one.
Wonderful. And how long did it take you to be up and running with UPilot?
Couple of days.
Wonderful. And can you give me a brief idea of how do you use UPilot in your business?
Well, it's the linchpin. It's the fulcrum upon which the whole business balances. So the relationship between the patient and the doctor, everything's recorded within UPilot, but it integrates with all our digital marketing activities. And predominantly we use Meta for our systems. When somebody clicks to find out more information, they go to a series of medical questions on landing pages. They'll complete those, populate the fields, basically yes or no answers. They'll submit that, and here's the clever bit. It integrates with the CRM of UPilot in less than a second. The doctors then see that information, are able to evaluate it, dial through the platform at UPilot, speak to the patients within 3 minutes. If you get back to somebody within 3 minutes, you get a 90% contact rate. If you leave it half an hour, the contact rate drops to 40%. And if you leave it an hour, you're going to get through to 25% of people. Massive waste of opportunity. And so that's what UPilot provides for us. Apart from all the normal CRM, recording of information, booking of appointments, etc.
SMS, yeah. So you use it for scheduling appointments. I assume you're using it also to get patient. How do you say they get a consent form? They sign the consent form as well through UPilot, right?
Yeah. So they'll sign the digital consent form, which we deliver to them either via SMS or via email. Predominantly now SMS because they don't.
Okay. How important do you think CRM like UPilot is for the patient recruitment business in general?
Well, without giving our intellectual property away to potential competitors, I think that it is highly important to the service that we provide.
Yes. And you recently expanded to many countries in Europe. How do you think UPilot did to accompany you in this expansion?
Well,
How
I
well
think,
did we do? Yeah.
when we first thought about expanding into Europe, we got a hold of the CRM. You guys were integral in helping me with that. Translate the whole CRM translated into German. Then
Yes.
once we went live with all of our marketing literature, medical questionnaire, everything translated, German-speaking doctors, etc. But if we hadn't been able to do that with the CRM, we wouldn't have been able to trade there. And you guys managed to translate the whole thing within a period of 3 weeks.
Yes.
In a beta testing, and then we were live with it. So, UPilot, the translation bit was really, really important. And then, of course, we just rolled that out across Spain and Italy also.
Yeah. So UPilot has been beneficial for you in scaling your operations throughout the world.
Yeah, we've turned over, been very profitable out of those territories.
Wonderful to hear that. Since implementing it, what have you been surprised by?
I think the whole innovative aspect within the programming team. When I first started with UPilot, there was no facility to really SMS, or at least not SMS, to send emails to a group of individuals. Then it rolled out further that you could SMS to individuals, all of the information being recorded within the record timeline. And then most importantly, all the telephone conversations being recorded and stored within the timeline, such that with the organizations who we collaborate with, they can evidence everything, being totally transparent with our clients. When it comes to patients, they can evidence all of the doctor's triage notes, the submitted online questionnaire, all of the telephone conversations, any SMSs or emails that you sent. And of course, once they've signed the medical consent, the medical records come back, and they're stored safely within the CRM. I think it's worth saying that we did go to the extent of making sure our CRM is stored on dedicated servers in the cloud, the Equinix Centre in London. So you guys were instrumental in organising that on our behalf. So when it comes to data security and management, we've got ISO 27001, so we operate a very robust data security system because of the nature of the sensitive information that we're handling on a regular basis.
Wonderful. Do you recommend UPilot to other friends and other business colleagues who are considering a CRM option to scale their business? Would you recommend UPilot?
Yes, 100%. 100%. Above any of the other products out there. And I think that's twofold. One, you've got a great product, but B, you've got a really very supportive team of people that will help you every step of the way and grow your business with you. Like, I know when we started, maybe I had, say, 5 licenses. And I think that we're getting on towards almost 100 licenses at the present time.
Yes.
And that's after COVID, within a period of 24 months.
Yes. Yeah. The rapid growth within the last 24 months. I'm happy we are able to support your expansion and, looking forward to helping you in the US as well and seeing you much more successful and, achieving all your dreams, Brian. And thank you very much for speaking to me today. And I look forward to working together in the long future as well.
Thank you. Most welcome.